Hey, I'm doing this Christian and I'll be in just another episode of Retro TV 91, and I'm reviewing Smallville Season 2, Episode 18. What happened on this week's episode of Smallville? Clark meets this kid named Cyrus, and he's a new kid, and we find out that he has mental disorder, and he thinks he's from another planet, thinks he's an alien. And there's these kids that are making fun of him, and he does this magic trick to make it look like he started a fire with his eyes, but he really didn't, and Clark is going to find this out. But he does have the power to heal, and he got this power because he was a little kid when the meteor shower hit, and when the meteor shower hit, it killed his parents, and he saw Clark's ship come down, and that's why he thinks he's the alien. He thinks he's the one who came out of the ship when he was really Clark. And he's made this big old tower to shoot into space to find his family that he thinks he has in space. And he's making these parts, and one of the parts gets confiscated whenever this altercation with these kids happen, and Clark helps him get it back, and they go and get it, and at the end of the episode, Cyrus turns on his machine and shoots up lights into the air. And the kids that make fun of Cyrus come and hook up to the tower and try to pull it down with the truck. The Clark comes and pulls the tower back up, and during this process, one of the kids' necks gets broke by this chain, and Cyrus uses his powers to help this kid's neck heal back. When he does this, Cyrus goes into a coma, and he's brain dead after this, because his brain couldn't take no more, and he has no brain activity anymore. And what else happened on this week's episode? The reason Clark finds out that Cyrus has powers is he heals Lana's horse that's old and dying, and heals him up, and it heals the horse completely. And other things are happening. Martha goes to talk to Lex's girlfriend, that's the doctor, about the baby, and to make sure that she's keeping the stuff with Clark confidential, and she is. And Lex invites her to move in with him, and he does, and he gives her this master key, and it opens every door except for one door, and we find out what's behind this door. It's everything Lex got on Clark Kent, and he got from the first episode where Lex runs Clark over and Clark saves him. He got an image of the spaceship key in there. He got images of the cave wall paintings and all this other stuff, and he's obsessed with Clark because he knows something's up with Clark. And if you watch Smallville before, you know that Clark is Superman from Krypton. And that's all that really happens on this week's episode. Now that we know that Lex has all this stuff on Clark, what will happen after that? As always, this is Christian Man R&B signing out. It's been another episode of Retro TV 91. That's good. Awesome. See you next time.